I did not create coaching to change because I did not agree with the various techniques of coaching. No, of course not. I created the mastery of life because I learned over the years how we can do this better and easier.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Coaching to Change. I so appreciate you watching. I really mean that. But today, we're going to discuss coaching techniques while providing insight on what we as a person should be doing. I will also discuss my personal coaching method that will soon be published, so you're going to get a quick insight on that. But understand, what I am applying is only a Kevin Bacon degree from what other coaching techniques are about. And if you do not understand what that means, just Google Kevin Bacon, degrees, and you'll learn. But whatever type you know, coaching is about applying principles that will underlie the behaviors and interactions of a person you are working with. If you look up the word coaching, you will find words like tutor, train, give hints to. Now, this does not help a person understand much, not by itself. But if you have someone like me with years of experience in that area, combined with proper training, results can be phenomenal. You see, coaching delivers results because of the supporting relationship between the coach and the person involved. Remember, the objective of improving performance is key, and how a coach goes about that is critical. Let me give you an example. When I studied martial arts many years ago, I studied Chinese Kempo, and I studied this under an organization in where I grew up, Compton, California. It was called BKF, Black Karate Federation. It was co-founded by Steve Sanders, who later he actually changed his name, but he is known as the person who fought alongside Chuck Norris and their Kumite team, trained Wesley Snipes, some of his movies, and you actually saw a glimpse of him in the original Karate Kid 1 movie. However, my instructor was Clarence McGee Jr., who has since passed away, but he also was in the Karate Kid 1 movie. He was referenced in the red shirt, referee, but he was number 3 in the credits. Now, he's the one that gave me my start, besides my parents paying for it, of course, and taught me how to compete. Soon after that, I trained with another legend. This person's name was Bruce Chucknick, who he introduced me to SKSK, which is Saikoso Shorei Kai. Bruce studied in Hawaii, and he studied under a man named James Maitosi. Now, Mr. Maitosi, he's the last descendant of the Maitosi family that created this Japanese style of martial arts. And Master James Maitosi, he brought this art to the United States from Japan, and he opened our eyes to a different style that combined various techniques like Tai Chi, Aikido, and Japanese Kempo. And both arts I achieved the highest level. But my point about all this is how we have so many arts of self-defense. I didn't even mention Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Shotokan, and so many more. Well, like martial arts, we have the same for coaching. It all depends on what skill you want to learn. based on your comfort or capability. Now, in martial arts, the goal is what? Self-defense. Well, coaching is to improve another relation with a common denominator. And having a good coach is no different than having a good instructor. I was blessed to have some of the best instructors in the world. I'm sure every student says that. And I hated to disappoint them. Well, as a coach, you want to serve your clients to the best of your ability, and you need the best training to help you get there. Now, I do not claim to be the best, nor am I. However, I just want to be the best at creating change for my clients. I do that by researching and learning continuously. And I even thank my organization, FIA Professional Coaches, for the continued learning options that they provide to their coaches. But over the years, I noticed something. I started to understand that it is up to me to take control. This is why I created my own coaching method that provides techniques to coaches for them to apply to their clients, and something for the clients to apply and help them understand with these easier methods. I call it the MIL, Model of Mastery of Life. This model is basically the ABCs of coaching. You see, with all the complexities of coaching, it can be overwhelming for many coaches and clients to learn and understand. Not much different than martial arts. It takes years and years to learn and master the art of self-defense. Well, coaching requires years of experience, training, which is no different. Sure, you can be certified in a week to a few months. In fact, when you learn coaching, or if you should try and self-coach, it is important to understand what you are doing, why you're doing it, and how you will do it before you can even apply it. So with my MIL method, you will learn about my triangle foundation, and that gives you 3 things to follow. And this is basically what I call the path of guidance: mental health, interpersonal, and leadership. These 3 things. And why the triangle, you say? Well, the triangle is the strongest shape there is, and that is the same as you. You may not know it, but you are strong. Any pressure or weight placed on a triangle evenly will prevent breakage. In my previous podcasts, I always talk about balance. Well, the triangle is my definition of balance. So any pressures, expectations, trauma, negative influence, manipulation, or any measure of challenge will not break you. You will achieve balance if you follow my coaching method. Anything you want to accomplish will not beat you if you follow my coaching method. If you're a coach trying to help another, follow my method, and you will have additional techniques you can use. Again, my triangle foundation is about MIL, mental health, interpersonal, and leadership. Okay, now that we understand the foundation, how do we use it? What is the process? How is it applied for a coach to deliver and a client to understand? That is called my roadmap of discovery. A lot of words, right? I developed a process that a coach can follow to ensure the evolution of whom he or she is working with is going through the necessary steps towards achieving what it is they want to achieve. I do not care if it is a new job. I do not care if it is a new girlfriend. I do not care if it is understanding their value as a person. It doesn't matter. I do not care if it is learning about change, or maybe the person just wants to understand how to appreciate life. My roadmap of discovery: number 1, inquiry. Number 2, connection. Number 3, awareness. And 4 is development. And this will walk the coach and client into success on the other side. I did not create coaching to change because I did not agree with the various techniques of coaching. No, of course not. I learned so much myself. That could not be further from the truth. I'm a student of coaching and the principles. I created the Mastery of Life because I learned over the years how we can do this better and easier. I also wanted people to take control of their lives and start to understand what it takes to improve. I know I'm doing this myself. I'm going through this, and that is what I'm trying to bring to you. I call it the ABCs of coaching. This is something anyone can do. If you're 14 years of age up to 70 years of age, anyone can utilize this model. I value someone taking control and responsibility of their future. I am trying to do it every day. I went to many therapists and psychiatrists to gain little nuggets of information about my flaws because I'm not perfect. But if you remember in my last book, Mental Balance, I discussed how I heard what the therapists say, but it was up to me to take ownership of myself. Nobody knows me better than myself. Nobody knows what I am thinking better than myself. Nobody knows what I am feeling or how I am hurting more than myself. And I bet that is the same for you. So above all this coaching and processes, it comes back to the person to adopt the information and decide what will happen. Next week, I will share with you more about my Mastery of Life model, MIL, and we will start learning the ABCs of coaching and how a coach can provide a different approach to coaching for his or her clients, which in turn is why I call it Mastery of Life, because ultimately I want every person to take control. It is a model that a client can master their life and understand what to do with this coaching information. So that's it for now. I hope this episode was informative and insightful. Remember to visit me on social media or email me if you have any questions or even a situation to share. I look forward to sharing your story on my podcast, and of course, I will keep the names out of it. My name is Dr. Aaron P. Bryant, and remember, someone is always listening, and that someone is not just me. Please take care of yourself, and we will do it again, God willing. Thank you.